Imagine spending your entire adult existence executing a flawless military strategy inside a brutal, war-torn Fey fortress, thinking you are finding absolute sanctuary inside a beautifully curated, heavily armored psychological shield of ultimate magical duty, only to watch your structured universe violently fracture when ancient elemental betrayals, institutional secrets, and a brewing war force you into an absolute real-time game of treason. This is the heart-pounding, toxic, and utterly addictive reality that consumes the fierce heroine of Peckham and Susanne Valenti's spectacular dark fantasy romance masterpiece, Cinder Vale. Standing as the monumental chart-topping third installment of the blockbusting Sins of the Zodiac series, a dark, villainous spin-off set in the globally adored Zodiac Academy universe. This exceptional novel delivers an absolute triumph of the fated mates, forbidden enemies to lovers, and dark royal fantasy genres, making it a mandatory addition to your audiobook playlist, where every clash of elemental power, sharp-tongued bicker, and raw midnight confession will leave you completely spellbound. Following the devastating fallout of Never Keep an Echo Fort, the narrative masterfully tracks the volatile timeline of a besieged continent where the elemental nations of air, fire, earth, and water are locked in a high-stakes war zone. The fierce heroine finds her defensive walls completely shattering as she is torn between the life she always claimed to want and a dark, ancient truth calling to her from the ash-covered battlefields. Locked in close quarters with a brooding, notoriously ruthless Fey warrior she has been bred to hate, their explosive physical chemistry and intense mutual pining grow into a dangerous, forbidden bond. Trapped inside a high-security court dripping with corporate-style royal extortion, parental alienation, and deep-seated secrets, they must engage in a high-intensity psychological game of chess against tyrannical leaders who are orchestrating a web of lies across the realms. The Twisted Sisters masterfully structure an exceptionally nuanced, fast-paced rhythm, effortlessly layering a delightfully filthy mouth and scorching high-heat intimacy over a poignant, unblinking exploration of personal growth, severe trauma recovery, and the heavy burden of survival among irredeemable villains. As the characters navigate an escalating war of bloodthirsty vampire covens, rampaging wolves, and corrupt rulers, their public allegiances get systematically dismantled to expose their raw, tainted souls. The audiobook format breathes a thrumming, deeply intimate life into this addictive, gritty fodder, utilizing a god-tier dual narration performance that perfectly renders every low, possessive alpha growl and breathless whisper of panic flawlessly. It is a triumphant, pulse-pounding masterwork that leaves the heart raw and bloody, proving that when the foundations of your old world are completely smashed to ash, total surrender to your fated match isn't a betrayal of your crown, it's the only way to watch your true oppressors burn together.